Hello dear visitors, dear subscribers of my YouTube channel Retro Photo House. Today I would like to just make a little review of two lenses because of two Helios lenses, because very often people ask me which model is better, in fact, Helios 44-2 or Helios 44M. So I just decided to dedicate a bit of time and just make a test of these two lenses in order to be able fully answer to this question. So basically I will compare two models which I convert to Nikon cameras. You see it is converted completely without modifying optical design, so it is fully compatible for Nikon cameras. And I used for tests my Nikon D600 full frame body. So just a little bit of history. This one, Helios 44-2, it is predecessor of this one. This one was in production later. Okay, so first it was this one and another this one. So the technical specifications, as you may see, it has 8 blades iris, it has preset aperture control feature, so you just with one ring you put the desired aperture value, you focus at wide open, and then by turning the ring you just stop down to desired aperture value. The minimal focusing distance here is ½ meter. Focusing ring generally is very smooth. It has also 49 millimeters of thread mount, 48 millimeters diameter here for appropriate filters. And about weight, its weight is 200 and something, let's see, 218 grams. So this is older Helios 44-2 lens. It is very popular because of swirly bokeh. It makes very beautiful swirly bokeh. Okay, so Helios 44M, it is a further development of this lens. It was made in the way to have aperture controlled manually or automatically with camera. So there is a pusher pin here, and when mounted on appropriate zenith camera, you put your desired aperture value. It is at wide open. You focus it wide open. Then by pushing the release button, lens automatically stops down to the selected aperture value. This was important for zenith cameras, but now while converting to Nikons, I'm blocking this pin because it is really useless, and if it will be and it can damage the electronic contacts of Nikon, so I blocked in, and aperture is working only in manual mode. It has 8 blades aperture iris here. There is no preset, so as I said, preset aperture works. The preset mechanism is made somehow different from Helios 44-2. It can be controlled from camera body. Okay, so aperture values, the minimum is, the maximum aperture is f at 2, the minimal f at 16. and here on Helios also. The minimal aperture value is f at 16. What about focusing? It focuses somehow less closer than Helios 44. 2. The minimal focusing distance is 55 centimeters. Focusing ring is also very pleasant to move. It's in generally it is smooth and accurate. The filter thread here is 52 millimeters. It is bigger for bigger filters. And what else I can say about this lens? About weight, it's a bit heavier, almost 80 grams, I think. Yes, here we have 297 grams. So it is heavier. Why? Because here only aluminum was used in production, and here there is also a brass ring inside. This lens is really very well built. You feel the quality in your hands. I would say for heavy duty. Outer rim is much solid one, because here you can find very often the outer rim dented, because it is thin, and for example if you fell out on the floor from your hands, for example, so you will have probably you will have the dented outer rim, as here you have a little bit, you see. In the same time, this one is much heavier to bend, and it makes a feeling like a very well built lens. There is no plastic at all, only metal parts and glass. So this one, for example, from 1980 produced, but is still working very well and will last for years. Nowadays we just have a plastic crap very often, and this quality is really at the top. So optically it is the same thing, more or less, because it's based on the Carl Zeiss Biotar optical design, but here it's a bit better optical resolution. Also, what concerning aperture, as you may see, the blades of aperture on Helios 44M, it's a more brighter one in generally, and it can result in a little degree. It is worse because of the reflection of the light inside the optical system when it's topped down to the important values. In the meantime, here it is tinted, the aperture blades, and it's better for optical performance. But I've tested both of them on my Nikon D600 camera, and the results you can see later in this video. But as a conclusion, me personally, I love this one more. Why? Because even here the bokeh, it makes bokeh a bit more spherically, but it, first of all, it has a little worse sharpness at wide open, and also it handles worse the counter light as well. Here is the coating is better, though both lenses has multi-coated glass, but here it's better because it's newer. Okay. Newer production and a bit more modern coating on the glass, optical glasses. So so this one makes a better bouquet, I would say, more swirly bouquet, but in the rest it's worth this one, I would say. This one makes also swirly bouquet, beautiful swirly bouquet, but a bit worse. But what concerns sharpness at wide open, counter light, condition shooting and overall handling, I would say that this one is better. So basically that's all I wanted to say, and now you just can check up the test shoots photos. There is a bouquet test and a different aperture values, and as well the sharpness chart test. You can see that both of these lenses has good sharpness at wide open only in the center of the field, okay, and on the edges it's so. But you buy this lens, generally people buy to get the unique swirly bouquet, and when, for example, when stopped at f at 2, both of them shows quite good sharpness. This one is better, of course, and still swirly bouquet is there, so it's completely usable at f at 2.8. It delivers really great results, both of them, but as I say, this one is sharper. At wide open, this one performs much better, in my opinion. So here, that's all what I wanted to say what concerns technical specification and the differences between these two models. So I invite you to watch the image samples, and thank you for your attention. This is Retro Photo House. As usually, we are working for you, for your satisfaction. If you need some tested and cleaned Russian lenses, please visit my eBay shop. Thank you, goodbye.